You see now you'll be removed because you're the person who started presenting. So you'll come back, Martha. So who is going to be the prefect of the chat? The person who wants to check the questions that people are asking in the chat. Okay, Jacinta, thank you. So be the prefect of the chat there. So you check if there is a question in the chat, somebody has not understood something, then you tell that person, you tell me so that I answer that question. Let me refresh, so don't leave and don't talk. I'm refreshing for Martha. She left. So let me. Don't talk, please. Don't talk. Don't talk. Okay. So, Jacinta, you make sure you check the chat and tell me exactly the questions, and also alert me if there's somebody's microphone which is on and is disturbing us. Somebody want to present and they are supposed not to present, so that we remove from the meeting for us to continue faithfully. So I want to present, so allow me to present the screen so that we start. Somebody's microphone is on. Okay, thank you for putting it off. I want you to look at the analysis of what the mathematics paper. I think this is the analysis. You can see. Jacinta, can you read what you are seeing? Jacinta, read what you are seeing. Put your microphone on.
Yeah.
Jacinta?
Yeah.
You are very far. Be next to your microphone.
Okay. Yes.
Wait. The something is still coming. What is happening next to your place? There are a lot of noise, Jacinta.
Construction.
Oh, So what are you seeing?
Average 62.84 over 100 points. Median 64 over 100 points. Range 16 to 98 points.
Yeah, so that means that nobody got 100 in this paper. And these are the questions that were the most failed. So we want to talk about these questions. Then after that, we will be able to answer everybody's question. So let's start from number 5. And you can see number 5, only 102 people got it. Only 102 people got it. So we want to see why was it difficult? What was the problem? So I want to start with who is starting question number 5. Just say yes in the chat if you want to do question number 5. Say yes in the chat if you want to. JK.
A square plot has a length of 12.5 meters.
Okay, I've refreshed for them to join again. This is the last time I'm refreshing, so I will not refresh again. Let's wait if they can come. So Precious, not Precious, but JK, can you now continue? So we will not refresh for them again. So can you start?
A square plot has a length of 12.5 meters. A square vegetable garden is made inside the plot, leaving a uniform margin. What is the width of the margin if the plot made inside has an area of 56.25 meters squared?
So how do we do that question?
You find the square root of, first make 56.25 meters squared into an improper fraction.
So we remember, when you have a question like that, you're supposed to sketch first. You're supposed to sketch what you are being told first before you start doing the question. So you are being told, so those who fail this question, this is how you are supposed to do it. JK, I'm coming back to you, don't worry. We have, it's a square, mine might not be a square. Then we have something inside here. This is what we have. Is that correct? Then we have been given here is 12.5. So those who fail, please, can you sketch and then see? Then this one we have been given the area. So you write area inside there is 56.25. So what JK is telling us, so can you now continue, JK?
Get the square root of 56.25.
So we get the square root of 56.25, but you have to change it to improper fraction. So when you change it to improper fraction, we get what? 56 times 4 plus 1, what do you get?
25.
225 over 4.
225 over 4. So then the square root will be,
15 over 2.
15 over 2.
7.5.
That is 7.5. Correct. JK, continue. 7.5. So we have gotten the square root. Let me admit somebody. All right. Now she has left. 7.5. So next. So where do we go next, JK?
You subtract 12.5. You subtract 7.5 from 12.5.
So we subtract 7.5 from 12.5. And what do you get?
From 5.
5.
You get 5.
5.
Okay, so what do we do next?
You divide by 2 since you're asked to get the width of a margin, not both margins.
Okay, so this one here is 5. So you are saying we divide by 2 so that we get 2.5. That is correct. Thank you very much. So what we are supposed to do is, you see, 7.5 is the measurement of the inner square. So how do I get the measurement of the inner square? I always do this one here, plus this one, then I minus from this to get this. So if I subtract and got 5, therefore, that 5 is for here and here. But if I only need the margin, I divide by 2 to get here is 2.5, here is 2.5. So if we have been asked what is the width of the margin, the answer was supposed to be 2.5. So how many people chose 5? So let's see if that's number 5. Let's check if there are people who picked number 5, who picked 5, and those people knew what they were doing, and they did not get it correctly. So number 5, cat. You see now, cat was the highest. The cat was the highest. Cat was, 5. So those people who failed, now you have understood what you are supposed to do. True or false? So if you have understood, say yes in the chat. If you are among the people who failed that question, and now you have understood how it was supposed to be done. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So most people have already said yes. So that is correct. So can we now continue? If you have understood, then we continue to number what? To number 7. So let's go to number 7. Say yes if you are picking number 7 in the chat. The first person to say number 7, just write number 7. Then we see. The person who not yet. There's somebody who has not understood number, Michael, Michael, then Sharon will pick number 7. Then let's explain to Michael again, number 5. Then Sharon will do number 7. Sharon will do number 7. We normally pick the first person. So, Michael, say yes if you are getting me. Michael, Dominion. Michael, Dominion. Okay. So, which part have you not understood? Which part have you not understood?
I could not hear, so I didn't hear what you're explaining.
Oh, you did not hear?
Yes.
So we are saying, so when I'm talking, you say yes. So we have the figure like this one. This is the first thing you get a question like question number 5. The first thing that you are supposed to do is to sketch. So we have sketched, and then the outer square is 12.5. And the inner square, you are only given the area.
Okay.
Say yes?
Yes.
Then, so the first step is to get the measurement of the inner square. The measurement of the inner square is 56¼ as the area. So we change it in proper fraction and get the square root for us to get 15/2. Say yes, if you have gotten that?
Yes, I've gotten that.
Yes, so then we get 7½. So 7½ is the measurement here. But for us to get 7½, it is this one plus this one minus this. So if you subtract 0.5 minus 7.5, I get 5. So 5 is for here and here. So, but I only need the width of the margin. So I divide by 2 to get 2.5. Is this correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Mute. Mute now. Thank you very much. Sharon, you are taking us through number 7.
In the figure below, line AB is parallel to line ED. Line ED is equals to EC.
Yeah,
Angle
1 minute. 1 minute. I admit, Stephanie. Okay, let's go.
Line ED is equals to EC. Angle ABC is equals to 50 degrees. What is the value of AED? You see that line BA and DE are parallel. So the angle ABC
ABC
is corresponding to EDC.
is corresponding to angle ADC corresponding to E.
Angle ABC
ABC
is corresponding to EDC.
Or because of the transversal line. So line BC is a transversal line. Is that correct?
Yes.
So this angle here,
Yes.
upper in 50. Very
Yes.
good, girl.
Then, because you are told that line ED and EC are equal, angle ECD is also 50 degrees. Because we are told that line ED and EC are equal, angle ECD will also be 50 degrees.
Making triangle EDC isosceles triangle where base angles are equal, Sharon. Is that correct?
Yes.
Base angles.
Yeah, base angles are equal. So here is 50, here is also 50, correct?
So you add 50 plus 50 because you're told, we know that a triangle is equals to 180 degrees. So when
a triangle is equal to 180 degrees, very good. So 50 plus 50, 100, 100 minus 180, you get?
80.
80 is CED, correct. Thank you very much. You are doing it very nicely. Correct. Let's continue.
Then we are asked to find angle AED. So because EC is a straight line, you subtract the 80 degrees from 180 and you get your answer as 100.
Correct. Thank you very much. You have done it very nicely. So if you are among the people who failed the question and you have not understood, say yes. You have not understood. Not understood. Say yes in the chat so that we explain again. But if all of you have understood, it's okay. But if you are among the person who failed question number 7 and you have not understood, say yes in the chat. Okay, so Mary has not understood, and Team Courier has also not understood. Leonard not understood. The way Sharon has done that question nicely. Now let me go back to it, so that one of you those people who have not understood. I said those who have not understood only to say yes. So these yeses mean that you have not understood. Leonard, I'm Frida. Aya. Let me explain. Jacinta, check for me the chat if there is anything as I explain. Now, I want to draw this figure. I don't know if I'm going to draw it well. I don't know if I will draw it well here. We have these two lines which are parallel. Okay, let me go back and check. Then there's a line down there. So there we have this line here. So this thing here shows that those two lines are parallel. If you see something like that, that shows that they are parallel. Then we have this line coming from A down there. So we have this one here coming like that. I hope I've drawn it well. So here is 50.
Now, you have not finished. Sure, you have not finished.
Oh, kuna mali sijamaliza?
Yes, there are some lines are equal here.
Oh, there are some lines I've not put. Okay, I've seen them. So this one here and this. Let me admit somebody. These people are coming late. They are. So, Leonard.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now listen and you say yes if you have understanding everything.
Yes, I'm understanding.
Okay, so this is 50. Now, we have been told by Sharon very nicely that anytime you are doing a question like this one, make sure you know that there is one line called transversal line. Transversal line is a line that crosses two or more parallel lines. So that's the first thing that you are supposed to check here. So one of the transversal line, this is a transversal line, then this one is also a transversal line because it's crossing these two parallel lines. Therefore, if here is 50, then this angle here is corresponding to this angle here. So here is also 50 because they are corresponding. We call them corresponding angles are always equal. Alternate angles are always equal. Co-interior angles add up to 180 degrees. Those are the things that you need to know, angles along the transversal line. And then another thing is vertical angles are also equal. Leonard, say yes if you have understood that.
Yes, I've understood.
Okay, and Jacinta, you are checking the person whose microphone is on, the person who's been serving us with the microphone somewhere. I am. So if here is 50 Leonard, then this two line shows that this triangle here is isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle shows that base angles are equal. So here is also 50. You have understood that? Also say yes. Leonard?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So if I have 50, angle sum of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So if angle sum of a triangle add up to 180 degrees, therefore 50 plus 50 gives me 100. So 180 minus 100 gives me 80. So here is 80 degrees. Leonard?
Understood.
Leonard amepotea. So then once I'm done with this, then angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. Angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So if here is 80, automatically here will be 100. If here is 80, automatically that one will be. So have you now understood it?
Yes.
Correct. Thank you very much. So that's okay. So we can now continue. Can you mute now? Mute. Okay, thank you. So we go to the next field. Most field question is number 9. Say yes if you are doing number 9 for us in the chat. I will pick the first person. So John Elias. John Elias, pick number 9. John Elias, pick number 9. John Elias, pick number 9.
Yes, teacher. She can see number 9.
Oh, Pauline. You.
Yeah. On a map, a square whose area is 4 square centimeters represent a village whose area is 16 hectares. What is the scale used on that map? First, there you find how 1 hectare is equals to how many meters squared. After that, after getting in meters squared, you find the square root of that 16. If 1 hectares is equals to 10,000 square meters, how about 16 hectares? Will be 160,000 meters squared. If you find the square root, it will be 400 meters. After that, you find the square root of 4 square centimeter, which will be 2 centimeters. Then you write if 2 centimeters is equals to 400 meters, how about 1 centimeters?
Very good. Then the answer will become?
Yeah.
Okay. So now check here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, John. So can you mute? So what John is telling us is this. This is hectares. So what is telling us that every time you meet a question, I am repeating this. Anytime you meet a question of figures, make sure you sketch the figure. Sketch that figure so that it shows you what you are going to do. So what here, we have been given an area of this square, so you can sketch square. But now we are being told we don't have measurement of length of hectares. So I change this hectares to meters square by saying 1 hectare is equivalent to 10,000 meter square. So that's the first step. So I change the hectares to meter square because I cannot find the square root of hectares. I'm repeating that. If the measurements are in hectares, change them to meter square first before you get the square root, because you don't have the measurement hectares as a unit of length. Hectares is a unit of area. So then that one I multiply, so I get 16, 160,000. That one now is the measurement, meter square. So if I got that one meter square, so I can now get the square root of this, which will be square root of 16 is 4, square root of 4 zeros is 2 zeros. So the measurement of that square is 400 meters. Then I come here and get the square root of this, which is 2 centimeters. So you have to change them to linear scale first before you divide. So if this is 2, this is 400. So how do I get the scale? The scale is always equivalent to scale. So write that formula is equivalent to actual measurement over drawing measurement. Scale is always equal to actual measurement over drawing measurement. And therefore, let me admit somebody here. Okay, just admit them. Okay, so if the scale is equivalent to actual over drawing, actual is 400. So you bring 400, but remember it is in meters, so change it to centimeters, multiply by 100, so you'll get that centimeter, because this one is in centimeters. Then divide by 2. So now that they have centimeters, the centimeter cancel, then I will have 2, 1, 2, 2. So my scale will be 1, 2, 4 zeros, which is 2, then 4 zeros. So that one is the scale. So what is the main thing here? When we have measurement in hectares, change them to meter square first. When we have areas, change them to linear scale first. Meaning, make sure you find the square root before you start multiplying. If you have gotten that question, say yes. If you have gotten that question, say yes. Okay. So I'm seeing most people have understood. Nobody has said he has not understood. So we pick the next most failed question was number 17. Say yes. No, say number 17. If you are the person to do 17, say it's number 17. The person who wants to do number 17, say 17. I'm still not seeing anybody. Okay, Mary. Mary do 17. Mary pick number 17. Mary Nguli pick number 17. One of the most fail. Okay.
Okay. Number 17. The question says George bought the following items from a kiosk. A 2 kg bunch of kales at 80 shillings, 24 tomatoes at 20 shillings per pile of 3 tomatoes, a half kg omena at 240 shillings, 3 bulbs of onions for 40 shillings.
Just 1 minute.
He paid for the,
1 minute. Okay, so continue.
he paid for the items using 500 shilling note and received his balance in form of 20 shilling coins. How many coins did he receive? First, you are usually supposed to write down the prices, like simplify. So you get like you write the prices higher.
We call it paraphrasing the question.
Yes, you must paraphrase the question.
Yes, so it is
Higher. The first one is a 2 kg bunch of kales. Well, even if they are 2 kg, it is like 1 bunch of kales. So it is 80 shillings.
Yeah. That hapo ndio watu walikosea. I'm very sure. This is a bunch. Bunch mean it is something that already been put together here, but it's 2 kg. But it's already put. So that is 80. Correct. Thank you, Nani. Continue.
Yeah. At 24 tomatoes at 20 shillings per pile of 3 tomatoes. Okay, over here, you must put the 24 tomatoes into piles of 3 by saying 24 over 3. Then you multiply by 20 shillings.
Very good. So 24, because we are saying at 20 per piles of 3. So 3 is equivalent to 20. What about 24? Then you divide and get the answer. Correct. Thank you. Continue.
You shall get 160. Then you add, will get. So far we have 240.
240.
3 bulbs of onions for 40 shillings. The onions for 40
omena.
Oh, omena. A half kg at 240 shillings. You must take 240 shillings times a half because they have used the term at. Yeah. You will get 120, which will add to 240. So far we have 360 shillings.
Very good.
And the last one, 3 bulbs of onions for 40 shillings. It will be 40 shillings because they have used the term 4. And 4 means like all of them are 40 shillings.
All of the items, correct.
And the last part of the question says, he paid for the items using a 500 shilling note and received his balance in form of 20 shilling coins higher. So we must subtract 400 from 500 to get his change, which is 100, right? And so he received his balance in the form of 20 shilling coins. We must take the 100 shilling note and
Morning.
to 20 shilling coin by dividing 100 by 20, and you will get it as 5. So the answer was actually supposed to be 5. Hello?
Excuse me, teacher.
Pole nani? Pole, who was you? Mary. Lakini, what is your real name?
It's Alex Muteti.
Oh, very good boy. You have done a very good job, eh? I was just talking with a certain parents there, follow for that. But I think people understood. Can you check if you understood? Tell us if you have understood or if you have not understood, but he has done it very nicely.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes, Jacinta.
John Elias has said he has not understood.
Oh, and I'm also seeing somebody there saying not understood. But the way you people follow, please follow what is being done. Me, I like the way these guys are doing questions because they are doing them nicely. But I want you to understand. Now listen to this. The person who have not understood, say yes so that we move together with you. That person, Anita John?
Teacher, I only have a problem with this one. A half kg of omena at 240 only.
Oh, that's where you have a problem.
Yeah. What
So
about it?
What did you do? You?
I got it, but I had a challenge with it. What about if you?
You see, a half kg of omena at 240 means 240 per kg.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's why now we are multiplying by a half so that we get 120.
So even if you are given as example 3¼ kg of omena, you just multiply by this one.
Yeah, you just multiply by that.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Another person, there was another person who had not understood. I don't know, the names disappeared, but there was somebody here who had not understood. Let me check. Jacinta, you have to be very keen on the chat so that we see. There was a person here, apart from that boy, not a Catherine. There was Catherine.
Joshua.
That is Joshua. Joshua. Where is he? Joshua. Oh, now he has understood. So, okay, that's okay now. So if you have understood, that's okay.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
Before we continue, can you go back to number 11?
Okay, we will come back. That is your question, eh?
Yes.
Now just put it, tell Jacinta to write it. We'll come back for it. So Jacinta,
And
write
13.
Number 11 and 13, we'll come back for them. Yes, but we are still filling the most failed question. We have not started doing your questions.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
Juliana said that she has not understood.
Juliana, can you talk? Juliana, can you hear us? Juliana, she cannot talk. We'll come back for it. We'll come back for it if a microphone is well. So let's go to number 28. That's the most failed, eh? Number 28 was the most failed. You can only see only 93 people got it. So if only 93 people got it, that question must be, I don't know how it look like, but let me get somebody who is saying that question that people fail, I want to help them doing. Say number 28 in the chat so that I pick you. Me, Joy Chemekeki. Hey, that name is very difficult. Joy, number 28. Why did people fail that question?
So a trader wanted to pack 70 liters of milk in 8 deciliter packets. How many packets did he need? So first, we must convert the 70 liters into deciliters.
Move slowly. Kuna watu, they normally say they don't understand. So we are just moving very slowly. So our first step is to convert 70 liters.
70 liters into deciliters.
So what do we do? So we have 70 liters. We want to make them deciliters. So what do we do?
1 liter is equals to 10 deciliters. What about
1 liter
70?
is equivalent to 10 deciliter. What about 70? That gives us 700. Is that correct?
Yes.
That is 700. Let me admit somebody here. Correct. Continue now.
So if you want to get the number of packets, you're supposed to divide the 700 deciliters with 8 deciliters.
Okay, nimeona, very good. I've seen the reason why people fail that question. Okay, so let's just continue. So divide by 8. Is that correct?
Yes. You get 87 and a half.
87 and a half.
So also the half packet is...
Before you continue, Joy.
Yes.
Let's see those people who wrote C as the answer. So if you are the person who wrote C as the answer, 87 and a half as your answer, write yes. Or just say I. If you are the person who wrote C as the answer in that question, because it's one of the most failed. Remember, it is 93 people only who got that question. So if you are among the people who said choice C was your answer, can you say yes? We are not seeing any. Can you say yes? Okay, Stephen, okay. No, I just say yes. If you don't say no, I only need people who did that because we want to help them. We want to help them. We want to help those people. Those people who wrote C. Very, very, very good. Don't tell us the answer, Mary. We want to help these people who wrote choice C because they knew what they were doing. But the problem is they did not get what was being asked. Now, Joy, you have seen the people who wrote C, so tell them the reason why C was not the correct answer.
Also, that half packet will be on its own pack. So we're gonna add 87 plus 1. We get 88 packets.
We get 88 packets. So what we are supposed to do there is, you see, we have gotten the answer to be 87 and a half. So where are you going to take the half? Because this 87 will be put in the packets because we are getting the number of packets. We say we have 700 deciliters and we want to pack them in packets of 8 deciliters each. So we will get 87 packets and we are remaining with a half. So where do I put the half? I will also put it in another packet. So the answer was supposed to be 88, not 87. The answer is supposed to be 88. And the reason why it is 88, Leonard, you are still not getting us well. We are saying if the question was very, very, very clear. How many packets? And we have already divided and found that the answer is supposed to be 87 and a half. So what do I do? This a half, where is it going to go to? We must put it in a packet. So if we have to put it in a packet, then we are going to have 88 packets, but one packet is going to carry a half. It's like if you are taking, like now, if I was to take children to a trip, right now we are 101. So if I was supposed to take this 101 people for a trip, now, and my bus can only carry 40. So can somebody tell me how many trips will I make? My bus can only carry 40, but I have 101 students that are going for a trip. So the bus can only carry 40. How many trips am I going to make?
3 trips.
Eh?
3 trips.
3 trips, because the first trip will be 40, that's 80. I'm remaining with 21. So these 21 people must also go for the trip. So I'm going to make 3 trips. But one trip will only carry 21 students. The bus is not going to be full. So that's how we are supposed to do it. Thank you very much. Let's continue. We are moving on very well. 31. Say yes in the chat, or say 31 in the chat. If you are the person who want to do 31. Evelyn, no, not Evelyn. Evelyn, do you want to do it? I've say 31, okay. 31, Mary. FG, This person has not talked. FG. This FG person, I don't know his name. Can you do number 1? Yes. That FG.
Yes. The height of a plant increased by 30 centimeters to 80 centimeters. What was the ratio increase? So, before the plant increased in height, it was 150 centimeters high. Then it increased by 30 centimeters to 180 centimeters high. So, what was the ratio increase? The ratio increase will be 180 centimeters into 150 centimeters. Ratio 150 centimeters.
So the main thing is increased by 30 to 180.
180.
That's what I want you to note. So if it is increasing by, the word by, meaning it was increasing by 30, and then to 180, we have to get the original. Remember, we normally have to get the original. So original is equivalent to new minus increase. So new is 180 minus the increase, which is 30, gives me 150. That's what you are telling us. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
The next thing.
So the new one comes first while the original comes second.
Very good. So that's the main thing. That's the main thing with the ratio increase. Ratio increase is written as new to old. Please write that one if you don't know. Ratio increase is written to as new to old. That's the main thing. So therefore it will become?
So you simplify to the simplest form, you get 6 to 5.
It become 180 to 150. Is that correct?
Yes, sure.
Then 0 cancel. 3 goes here 6. 3 goes here 5. Anytime before you choose the answer for ratio increase, check if you write the fraction, it is in proper fraction. If you are asked ratio increase, check if you write the whatever the ratio that you have in a fraction, it is improper. If it is in improper, that is increase. If it is proper, that is decrease. So write yes if you have understood. But there is someone, okay, somebody is saying something, Jacinta? Say yes if you have understood.
Excuse me, sir, I have not understood.
Nicole, you have not understood?
Yes.
Can I repeat?
Yes.
Okay. You see, we are being told that there was an increase of 30. That's why I'm writing here, increase by 30 to 180. The word 2 meaning that is the new one now. Ratio has only 4 things. We have increase, we have or decrease, we have new, and then old. Those are the only 4 things that in the topic of ratio increase and decrease. So when I'm talking about increase, I will have new and old. If I'm talking about decrease, I will also have new and old. What is the meaning of the word new? It is the new one now after the increase or after the decrease. What is the old one? It is the original one.
Initial.
Or before the decrease. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So if it is increased by 30, then now that one I need to get the original because I don't have original. So I come here and say original is equivalent to new minus increase, which is 180 minus 30, of which I'm getting 150. Understood?
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
You say the old comes before the new or the new comes before the old?
Yeah, you know, before that, I want you to understand here first. Have you understood the reason how we have gotten 150 as the original?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So now listen to this. Write it because now you don't understand it. Write it. anytime you are talking about ratio increase and decrease, it is always, and I'm repeating, always written as new. The first one is the one that start is always the new, then old or original. Always, anytime I'm talking about increase or decrease, it must be written as new to old. Must be written as new to old. Understood you?
Yes, I've understood.
Okay, so if it must be written like that, so now that's why I'm now coming here and writing 180 to 150. And therefore, I simplify 3 goes here 6, 3 goes here 5. So we'll have 6 to 5. And remember, even before that, check very well, if you write it as a fraction, if it is improper fraction, that is increase. If it is proper fraction, that is decrease. Because, why? The decrease, now the new will be smaller than the old. That's why it's now going to be a proper fraction. Have you understood now? Have you understood that, boy?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go to 36. So write 36. If you are the person to do number 36, write 36, and you have not talked. That 36, okay. JK, we have talked. Let's get somebody who has not talked. Somebody to do number 36. JK has talked. I don't want to pick him again. We have somebody who has not talked here and want to do number 9. Oh, there's Ajira Upper. There are so many here. Ajira Aji. Do you want to do number 30 or 36 or, yeah, can you do it? Ajira Haji. Can you talk? Ajira Haji?
Yes.
Okay. So can you pick number 36? It was a construction. Pick it. Everybody, I hope you have your construction materials there with you. Okay, so can you start?
The question says, construct a parallelogram ABCD where line AB is equal to 8 centimeters. Line BC is equal to 6 centimeters and angle ABC is equal to 120 degrees. Drop a perpendicular from point C to meet at AB at point E. Measure the length of line AE. So you draw a line AB, which is 8 centimeters.
Okay, so all of us, please, all of us, let us do this question. It's very, very important. So all of us, we are doing together, and you are going to write your answer. So I want everybody to do this. We are constructing a parallelogram. So the first thing is always to sketch the parallelogram. You cannot do a construction without a sketch. That's the first thing. So can everybody do that? It is a parallelogram ABCD. So it's a parallelogram ABCD. Everybody to sketch, please. A, B, C, D.
You cannot see
Because of Esther. Esther, we might remove you. Esther, we must remove you. We might remove you in the meeting, please. Don't do anything. I said you don't present. So Jacinta.
Yes.
Esther is having the last warning. So the last warning, the next warning now will be to be removed from the meeting. So everybody, have you drawn? Have you sketched? Somebody's microphone is on. Aji, mute. Ajira, mute as you will talk when we have given you chance to talk. Okay. So everybody has sketched. Ajira, you are telling us to now to draw this line. Is that correct?
Yes.
How many
Line AB
centimeters? 8 centimeters.
8 centimeters.
Kila mtu achore. 8 centimeters. Everybody to draw that. 8 centimeters. Please kindly, I will give a question on this. Can you do it? All of us to do it. We have 8 centimeters. Put your videos on. Put your videos on. I'm only seeing very few people's videos on. I want to see if you are doing what we are saying. Put your videos on. Put your videos on. Put your videos on. Very good. Very good, Precious. You're sitting like a mathematician. Okay. Then, very good. So we want to see if you are doing the right thing, correct? So 8 centimeters, everybody. Correct. Ajira tuendele. Ajira, you are the person doing the question.
Excuse me, teacher. Mr. Bire is presenting again.
Hi, what is wrong with this? So now this is the last time, so we removed her from the meeting because we cannot be. Can we give a last warning? Star, we have given you the last warning so that you don't disturb us. So Ajira, you are the person doing. We have already drawn baseline 8 centimeters. What do you do next?
BC, which is 6 centimeters.
No, we cannot draw BC. What you do, take a pair of compass. I want to see. Show me, no, not a compass, but protractor. Let me see your protractor in your hand like this. Protractor. Show me the protractor. I want to see. Very good. Very good. Very good. Show me the protractor. Very good. So take your protractor, put it at point P. Put it at point B, not P. At point B here. Put it here. So say we want to measure 120 degrees first. The angle here is 120. The angle here is 120. So you want to measure 120 degrees. So I want somebody to say in the chart, which scale are you using? Say in the chart, we want to measure this angle here using our protractor. So say in the chart, either we are using inner or outer scale. Say in the chart, which scale are you using? Is it the outer or the inner? When you are measuring, which one are you using? Right, very fast in the chart. You want to see inner scale, outer. So you see now people don't know. Outer, inner, outer, inner, outer, inner, outer. You people, you don't know which scale you are using. So let me just have a protractor. Let me look for it because now I'm not where you are. I might get, let me get my protractor from online so that we see which scale we are using to measure them, the angle 120 degrees. Wacha tutafute, tukipata ni sawa, tusipopata ni hivyo. So a protractor, I want a big one, the one that you can see. I want a big protractor. Okay. So now, are you seeing the protractors that are there on the scale, on the screen?
Yes.
Now you see, look at this one, the one that I have here. This one here. So anytime I'm measuring the angle, anytime I'm measuring angle where B is, I will put this protractor here at this point. So this point is what is going, this, are you seeing my cursor? Look at
yes.
On the protractor. So this point is the one that is going to be at point B. So if this point is the one that is going to be at point B, then I'm going to use the outer scale, not the inner. So I'm going to use the outer scale. So please use the outer scale. Use the outer scale to measure 120. So once you have measured 120, draw a line like that. It should be long. So your angle should be like that. If you have an angle which looks like this, then it is wrong. If you have something like this, that is wrong. So B, the line should be like this one. If you have a line like this one as B, say yes in the chart. If you have a line that look like that one in B, say yes in the chart. Say yes in the chart. If you have a line that look like mine, you know, with me, I'm not measuring, so you are the person who is measuring. I'm just showing you what you're supposed to do. Correct. Correct. Aya, let's concentrate now. This is 120. Then tumeambiwa BC. Eh?
Teacher, Esther is presenting again.
Sure, is presenting again.
Wacha tumtoe. Because we have given her.
Presenting again.
We have given her so many times, so we can't be going back to her all the times. Let me remove her now. So now you see, now that's the problem. Now people are doing good work and some people are destroying. So Mimi, it is Esther who? Esther Mbire. Eh?
Yes.
Was it Esther Mbire?
Yeah.
Let me remove her. So I've already removed her from the meeting and I will not allow her back. Okay, so let's continue now. Everybody's having this. Now, show me your pair of compass. Somebody talking. Patrick, mute. You will also be removed. Let me admit her again because maybe she was enjoying. But if next time you come back, akikosa tena tutamtoa. Okay. Show me a pair of compass. Like this. Very good. Go, take your pair of compass, go to the ruler, measure 6 centimeters. With a pair of compass, measure 6 centimeters. Go to the ruler.
To make up your ruler.
Hi, we are welcoming you back, and you are now. So
Teacher stays back.
I know I also allowed her because maybe she was enjoying, but now she's not going to come back now. Okay, can you unmute everybody? Don't talk. Mute, not unmute. Mute, all of you. Let me remove her now, and then I will not allow her back now. So that's the last time. Okay, so have you measured 6 centimeters? Put your pair of compass at point B with that 6 centimeters, cut a line. Cut a line. Something like that. That's where C is. Very good. So that's where C is. So then once you have done that, please, the chat should not be active. Right now, I will stop chatting. I want you to concentrate. Don't chat. Don't say anything. So we have to make cut a C. Then another rule, another good thing in the parallelogram is that the angles, the adjacent angles are co-interior. So go to A and measure 60 degrees. Go to A and measure 60 degrees using a protractor. So go to A here. Here now we are using inner. If you place that protractor there, now this point, so it's going here, so you are going to use inner. So your angle is 60 here, so it will be looking like acute. It will be acute angle. So 60 degrees should be something like that. Just draw a long line, you never know. Just draw a long line. So here is 60. So if you have something that look like that, can you say yes in the chat? If you have something that look like that, say yes in the chat. If you have something that look like that, say yes in the chat. Joshua cannot hear us. Why? Please check your earpiece. Everybody's listening. It's only you. Very good. So you have something like that. People have said yes. That's okay. So what do we do next? What do we do next? Now, what do we do next? You know very well in a parallelogram, and I'm repeating this so that you know, parallelogram, if here was 8 centimeter, then there's another one 8 centimeter. So if here was 6 centimeters, then this one is also 6 centimeters. So go to your ruler, go to your ruler with a pair of compass. I've done a mistake. I've admitted Esther again. But let's see, let's give her the third chance. Okay. So go to the ruler. She's presenting again.
She is representing.
She has a problem with it.
She has a
She's
problem
presenting
with this
again.
computer.
Let me remove her now.
It's like she has a problem
with this computer. The problem is the computer, ma. Esther, can you talk? Esther? Esther, can
she
you?
does not know how to control.
Oh, she doesn't know how to?
It could be a problem with
let's
So ask her her problem.
device. Hey, Jacinta, can you ask her
Give her-
problem in the chat there?
So give her another chance and ask her her problem.
Yes, let me give her another chance. But Jacinta will ask her what is the problem that she will tell us. Everybody to mute. Everybody to mute. Everybody to mute now. Fida, Hussein, mute. Everybody mute. John, Elias, mute. We cannot continue when your microphones are on. People will remove you. Okay. So let's now continue. So go to your ruler, measure 6 centimeters with a pair of compass. Then now put it at A here, and cut. They're supposed to be the same as where C is. Then now join. If you have a parallelogram now, say yes in the chat. Your parallelogram should be looking like that. So if you have it, this angle is 120, this is 120, this is 60, this is 60. So if you have a parallelogram, say yes in the chat. No chatting, just say yes. Just say yes if you have a parallelogram now. How many people have a parallelogram? Lift up your hand because your videos are on now. Can see
Yes.
most of you. Very good. Very good. That is now a parallelogram. So stop saying yes because I want to ask a different question. If you have not understood how to construct a parallelogram, say no. If you have not understood how to construct a parallelogram, say no. Okay, see, everybody has said yes, so there is no. Now let's go back to the question. So all of us are having a parallelogram. So let's go back to the question. The question is saying drop a perpendicular from point C to meet line A at point E. This is very, very important, guys. So put your pair of compass here at A. At C. Put a pair of compass here. At C, everybody. Find a way.
I cannot see the question.
No, we have been told to drop a perpendicular from point C to meet line AB. So that's why I'm saying in your diagram, the one that you have constructed, put a pair of compass here at C. Find a way in which you can cut here line here AB like that. Or it can be extended. You can even extend respective. So long as you have two arcs. If you have cut line AB, you tell me, say yes in the chat with two arcs. In other words, what I'm saying is, if I have your point here is C here, so I want you to have to extend your pair of compass and make an arc like this one in line AB. So this is point C. It can be even outside. It does not matter whether it is inside, so long as you have those two arcs inside there. Okay. Teacher no, Hussein for Hussein no. Hussein try. Somebody is saying C. T, Namarisa. Okay. So once you have that, once you have this arc, so these are the arc that you are using. This arc here on the line AB, this one's here, line AB. So put a pair of compass here. Put a pair of compass here at this point. Put a pair of compass there at one of the arcs, this point here. Extend it more than half. Maybe extend it up to here. Extend more than half this arc up to here. Then make an arc like that. Long one like that. Never know where they are going to meet. Something like that. Then don't touch a pair of compass. Come with it at this arc again. And then cut a arc like that. So you should be having something like that. If you have it, something like that, you say yes. If you have something like that, you say yes. Still people have not said yes. Okay.
Repeat after making the.
Okay, I'm repeating. I will repeat. Okay, repeat after making the arcs. Okay. So after making the arcs, I'm repeating. Let me clear this. Clear everything there. I want you to get what I'm saying. So we have already constructed a parallelogram. We have already constructed a parallelogram. I hope your parallelogram was looking like that. So this is point C, this is A, this is B. I've said you put your pair of compass here, and you can even extend this line, does not matter. So if yours was getting outside, there's no problem. So you come here, put a pair of compass here, and then make an arc. Your arc can be inside, or it can even be outside, whichever, so long as you have those two arcs. So let's, first of all, because you are the people who are measuring, with me I was not measuring, let's see, is it inside or outside? Is it extending outside or inside? One person? Outside. It is outside.
Outside.
Outside. Oh, it's outside. So let me use the one which is outside. So let me use the one which is outside. So I have this pair of compass like that. And then this is the parallelogram. So then you have this line here. So it's extending. So I have C here. So I have something like this. Are you okay? So that's what you have. It's outside, eh? Jacinta? Yes. Okay. So put a pair of compass here. One of this point arc. So these are the arcs that you are using. These two arcs are the ones that you are using. So extend your pair of compass more than half the distance here between the two arcs. So let's say you extend a pair of compass up to here. So extend your pair of compass up to there. So extend a pair of compass up to here. Then if it is up to there, then use it to make an arc like that. You make an arc like that. Still the same radius, come and put it here, then cut a arc like that. This is what I'm talking about. Then, now when you have this point and this point, join them like that. So it should be moving like that. Straight line. So this is the point that we are being told it is E, where it is meeting line AB. That is where we are being told it is at point E. AB at point E. So point E should be here. Okay, so this was A. So now we are being told to measure AB, AE. So write your answer in the choices, in the chart. Measure AE in the chart. Measure AE in the chart. Somebody saying pardon? Nani huyo anasema pardon? Catherine, where are we lost? Unmute and talk. Measure AE. I want to see the answers in the chat. AE, 11 centimeters. 11, 11, 11, Most people got 11, eh? Let's see if 11 is in the choices. 11 is there in the choices. AE, was it 11 number 9? AE. AE.
Shall I speak? Hiya. Some of us were taught, like different methods and how to do
There's
this.
no problem. You can share. You can share.
Okay, personally, I've gotten 11.9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
11.9.
Yes.
Just tell us what you have done.
So after I finished drawing the parallelogram, I put my compass at C.
At C.
Yeah. Then I put, like you're supposed to put it at point B. Then after extending the line, you extend. Then you put the, what's it called? That compass at point B, then you draw an arc.
Oh, yeah, this one here.
No, like an arc.
From where now?
The same arc you drew, but now from point B going outside.
No, that one is wrong. You see, now what you need to do, the question is specifically saying, drop a perpendicular point from point C. Perpendicular line from point C. So what we are saying is, it is from C, so it has to be here. It cannot be here. You get me? Who was that? Now, we have so many ways of constructing a perpendicular line. We can draw a perpendicular line from point C here. So that's one now you just put here, then make an arc like that, then use this arc, make an arc down, and make an arc down there, and then put here, make an arc here, and make an arc here, then you join them. That is a perpendicular. So it can be from a point, but now when a point is above, like here, so let's say C is up here. If C is up here now, you put a pair of compass here at that point where they have told you, then make those two arcs that we made. Unakumbuka? So that's what you do now. So once then you have this, then they have these two arcs, then extend a pair of compass more than a half the arc. So it become maybe somewhere here. So you put a pair of compass here, make an arc like that, and then the same radius, cut a arc, cut a arc, cut a arc, then join these 2 points. That's a perpendicular line. So that's how you draw them. So if they say from point C, it must be from point C. If they say from point B, it must be from point B. You cannot say you are dropping a perpendicular point from point B, and you are putting a pair of compass at point C. That is not correct. Have you understood it there?
Excuse me.
Wait first. That boy, there's a boy here who was talking.
I have understood.
Okay, thank you. The person who was saying, excuse me now?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Must the line which cuts line AB must reach the line at 90 degrees?
Yes, that E, at point E, okay. That's very, very important. That's why it is called perpendicular. So that AE, where you have got an E here, this one, eh?
Yes.
Must be 90. That's why it is called perpendicular. The word perpendicular means 90 degrees. Right. Somebody is saying, teacher, I don't get from point C.
Nice to meet you, Alan.
Kesia, can you mute? Kesia, mute. Yeah. So I think we'll do more practice on that. We'll do more practice on that. So can we now continue to question number? Which one now we are remaining with? Now we are we are remaining with number 41, 45, and 50, Jacinta. 41, 45, 50. 41, 45, 50.
Excuse me, sir, may I present?
Somebody's talking? Nicole? Nicole, were you talking? So 41 is Sharon, I've talked. Alex now can do it. Sharon had already done a question. Alex, pick question number 41. And no chats, Jacinta, no chats until we finish. No chatting.
A lady drove at an average speed of 70 km per hour for 2 hours before having a land break for an hour. She later drove the remaining 40 km in 2 hours, the average speed of the whole journey. Now first you
paraphrase.
First you take 70 km.
So you paraphrase fast. A lady drove at an average speed of 70 kilometers per hour for 2 hours. Now, what you need to know there, Alex, you need to tell us that in that question, we have 3 things. In that question, we have 3 things. We have distance, we also have speed, and we also have... Okay, so we have 70. So what do we do, Alex, now?
You take 70 70 over 2 hours.
70 over 2 hours. What do you want to get?
No.
Unataka kupata nini? Alex?
Yeah.
What do you want to get?
Yeah, we are getting the distance.
The distance is equivalent to, that's okay. So the distance is equivalent to speed times
over
time. It is times, not over.
Times time.
So it becomes 70 times 2, give me 140 kilometers, correct?
70 times 140 kilometers.
Next.
And then you take they are saying after half hour she later drove the remaining
40 kilometers.
40 kilometers in 2 hours. Now you take 40 kilometers in 2 hours to find the distance over speed. To find the speed.
Yeah, but we might not need the speed for now. So the next distance is 40. So just write here 40. And get the total distance, which is 180. Is that correct?
40 over 180.
Is it correct, Alex? So
yes.
We have gotten 180. So meaning the distance between those 2 towns, somebody to mute, is 180. Let's now get the total time. Total time taken first was 2 hours, secondly 30 minutes, then next one 2 hours. So the total is 4.5. Clear, Alex?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. AVS, that is average speed, is total D, and I hope you're writing the formulas, total D over total time taken. Total D over the total time taken, that is what is called the average speed. So it will be 180. I hope you have written all this one, I want to clear. So it will be 180 divided by, over mean division, 4.5. That means the 180 times 2
over 9.
Therefore,
1200.
that is 20. So the average
Yeah.
speed will be 40 kilometers
40.
per hour. 40 kilometers per hour. If you have understood that, say yes in the chat so that we continue. If you have understood how to calculate that, say yes in the chat so that we continue. Could you do a bit faster? Who is that one? If you have to go, you just go. It's no problem. I am. The next question is which one?
45.
45.
45. So who is speaking 45?
Okay. Nicole.
45. Somebody to pick number 45?
Sure.
Right, 45. Eh? Who was saying, teacher?
Sure, it's me. Can I do it?
And
Please.
do it very fast. Yeah.
Okay. Number 45. A shopkeeper always gave a 10% discount on all items. Korir sold a table he had bought from the shop for 4,950 shillings, making a 10% profit. What was the marked price for the table in the shop? First of all, you write that discount is equals to 10%. 4,000
So
discount is 10%.
Mm-hmm.
And that 4,950 is selling price. The selling price.
Selling price is equivalent to? It was how much?
Pardon, Chair?
The selling price is how much?
4,950.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have said he sold using a 10% profit. His profit was 10%.
Uh-huh. What is your name? You are the person who is doing math the way I want it to be done.
Farhan Mohammed.
This is what we call paraphrasing the work. You read the question, then now you change that question to what you want to use now to calculate. Next.
And then they have asked what was the market price. And then we remember that we have taught by our teachers, market price is always 100%.
So market price is always 100%.
Yes. And the selling price you add 100% plus 10% because he made a profit of 10%.
So percentage selling price. Hey, you are doing this math correctly. Percentage selling price is equivalent to 100 plus 10, which gives me 110. Is that correct?
Yes, Chair. And then you say if 110% is equals to
110% gives me
4,950.
950.
What about 100%?
What about 100%? So this one will be times 4,950 over 110. What do I get?
You cancel the zeros first of all. You say 0 goes by 0.
So that's 45.
It's 4,500.
4,500, correct?
Yes. You divide 495 divide by 11.
Yeah, we have already gotten.
Your answer is 4,500.
Yes. That is the answer.
No.
No, not sure. Not sure.
What do we do now?
What was the market price of the table? You say if 100% is equals to 4,500 because they have said he gave 10% discount.
No.
That's yeah.
It is 90%.
You are trying. I like the way
4,500 is 90%.
I like the way you are doing the question. That's okay, but there's where you are missing the facts, which you have already told us.
Finished.
The market price is 100.
Yes.
But now this is the money that he bought after 10%. Unakumbuka 10%?
Yes.
Yeah. So this one is going into which percentage?
90%.
Okay, very good. So 90% Give
I've not
me
finished.
4,500. Eh?
I'm still doing. I've not finished.
Yes, Wendele.
You say 100% is equals to 4,500. What about 90%? You cross multiply. You say 90 times 4,500 over 100.
You
Which
not get the mark price. Yes, you will not get the mark price.
Hey, please don't talk when you have not told you to talk. Can you mute? John? Okay, thank you. Farah, there is somewhere you're missing that I want you to correct, eh?
Okay, cha.
Yeah, we are saying you are the person who has told us the market price is 100, eh?
Oh.
And
I've
then
got
you are,
now.
the question is asking,
I've got it,
what
cha.
is the market price? So, this money that you got 4,500 is the buying price or the selling price of the seller. So you say 90% because this one he bought after he was given 10% discount. So it becomes 90% is equivalent to 4,500. What about 100? Farah?
Yes, cha.
Have you understood?
Yes, I've seen.
Okay, so get your answer, because you are the person who is doing it now. So get your answer now. What was the market price?
The market price is 400.
400 or 1,000?
No,
Me, I'm
no,
5,000.
4,000, sorry.
4,000 or 5,000? With me, I'm saying 5,000.
It's 5,000, Sha.
Yes.
Cha, I'm not getting you.
And Farah?
Yes.
You know what? There's a place where you're not getting here. You see, you are looking for market price.
Yes.
So you cannot say 4,500 is equivalent to 100. 100 is what you are looking for.
For 90.
Yes. So you say 90 is equivalent to 4,500. What about 100?
100%?
Yes. Then you get 5,000. Are you clear now?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, thank you. You did that question nicely. I like that. So the last question is number 50. The last question is number 50. Number 50. Number 50, very fast. The stack below was painted all over. How many cubes did not get paint at all? This one we did last time. This one we did last time. Who is doing it for us? Number 50. JK, you have already done it. Or Nicole has talked really. Deborah Wanyoike, you have not talked since the meeting started. So, can you do number 50?
Do we like that?
Deborah, are you talking? Deborah is talking. Normally, I'm the person not getting her. Dennis, mute. Because when you are talking, somebody is talking, you might not hear. Okay. Deborah, can you talk? Deborah is not talking. Deborah? Deborah is not talking. Who can pick number 50? Is it my internet? Jacinta, are you getting me?
Yes.
Oh, so those people are not getting me then. Who can do number 50? Cubes. How many cubes not painted? Say, then do it. Precious, you look very smart. Can you do that number 50? Okay. Oh, Leonard, Kamau, can you do it? Leonard?
That is the question I'm keeping. I'm failing. The question on cubes. So those kind of questions are the ones that I'm failing.
Oh, those are the ones that you are failing.
Yes.
Were you in the last meeting? We talked about these ones.
I did not understand.
Okay. So who is speaking it now? Can you mute? Catherine? Catherine? Aya. You people, nobody know. Aya. So let's look at this. You know, I normally don't want just to do questions before you do them. I wanted somebody to do first. Catherine, can you do it?
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
May I try?
You try.
In the cube, when you are painting the cube, you paint the outer cubes. You won't paint the inner ones. For
So
the
you count the inner ones.
Yes, for the inner ones, you'll count from there at the top. You'll not count the one at the edges because those ones will be painted. So at the corners we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And because there are 2 columns in the inner one, you'll do 6 times.
Those ones are 12.
You'll get 6 times 2, you'll get 12 since there are 2 columns with 6.
Somebody's microphone is on. Disturbing you. Somebody's Dennis is your microphone, please. Haya. Jacinta, endelea. So on the top here, the katikati ones are the ones that are not going to be painted at all. They're the center ones. So those ones are 12.
Yes, and because those ones that they are up at 6, they will also go down once. You from their top at the 6, you'll count the one that are inner ones. You'll get that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and because there are 4 times 6, you'll get 24, and 24 times 2, you'll get 48, and that's our answer.
Now, because now I don't know how I will explain it to Akina Leonard, there are always 4 questions here. Number 1, to write these questions, then you go and do research on them very thoroughly. There is a question that asks, how many cubes will not get paint at all? The one that they are not going to be painted totally. Then number 2, which ones are going to be painted on 2 sides only? 2 sides will get paint only. Then number 3, which ones will only 3 faces painted? And then number 4, which one will only get 1 face painted? Those are the 4 questions that come from this kind of questions. So make sure you know how to do them, Leonard. You can do practical. You can do them practically. Leonard, are you getting me? Leonard Kamau?
I've understood.
You can do them practically. Dip the cubes inside maybe a paint or something else. Then you'll be able to get them. JK is also having another method. Can you say it? JK, can you say your method?
So first you can count the ones that you can see on the front one. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times
the one that
1,
we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And then times 6.
6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So 8 times 6, that means the ones on the one we can see are 48. And also on the other side they are 48.
That is 96.
And then you also get for the other side. The side
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 24.
Get, yes. Then 24 times 2, 48. Then 96 plus 48, you get 144. Then you get the total of the whole
This is 1,
cube.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 32 times 6 is
192. Then you do 192 minus 144, you get 48.
Oh, that one can also be very easy. Just because the one that you are seeing, all of them are going to be painted. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Another person? No, Leonard, we are helping Leonard. Oh, Leonard, I'll say now, thank you. Very good now. Now, so that's okay. Thank you. Thank you now. If you have not hey. Yes.
Excuse me, I haven't understood.
You have not understood?
Sure, me too.
Yes.
Oh, the easiest way that I want you to understand them is the way Nani has done them. The way, I don't know who was doing it. Jacinda was able to know which ones are the katikati, zile uoni, ndio hizo. But now this boy is just telling us, if you count the one that you are seeing minus the total number of cubes which are here, you still get the ones that will not be painted at all because you are not seeing them. So you are saying, hii box hapa ya mbele is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Na hii pia 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 8 is 48. 48 times 2, because there's another one on the other side, it gives you 96. Then you come here, this one also you are seeing, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 24 times 2, 48. So 48 plus 96. Then you get 144. Then you count the number of cubes, all of them now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 32 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 32 times 6, you get 192. So 192 minus 144, was it 144? I don't know. Was it 144? I think so. Then you'll get 48. So that's another way, but make sure you do it practically so you'll be able to know what exactly you are supposed to do. Thank you very much.
Sharply.
Excuse me.
Hey.
Okay. Cha, they are under which topic? That's number 50.
They are under cubes, under volume.
Oh, thank you, Cha.
If you go there, you'll find them in the volume. I want us to stop there. Then we come back at 11 because people are going to take tea. So can we stop there? Then we answer your questions when you come back. Is that correct?
At 11 we have maths.
We can continue with the math before we go on science.
The same link. The same link.
We can use the same link.
Is it a must you go? Is it a must you go? Is it a must you exit the class?
Yeah, you go and take tea. But it's not a must. You can leave if you are using Wi-Fi.
Are we coming back?
Yes, we are coming back with the same link. So go and take tea, then come back.
Teacher, at what time?
At 11.
Okay.
Tumalize na question, the question that you have, then we do science.
But we only have we only have
thing you are about Wi-Fi.
If you're using Wi-Fi, when some are using bundles. If you're using bundles, it's not.
Esther is presenting again.
Esther, I don't know what's wrong with her. And she cannot talk.
Why?
You people go and take tea. Go and take tea and then come back. Go and take tea. We have sat here for 2 hours. Take tea or take kuji, then you come back.
Cha.
Eh?
When you return, may you refer to number 50 again.
You just do research. We have said, find any research, and also you can also do practical on the cubes. So.
Okay, teacher.
Bye. See you at 11. Go and take tea. Go and take tea. Eh?
So we are continuing with math.
Yes.
Okay.